Okay guys, it's Finny and Thrash here again, doing another drill video for you. This one is, I guess, a slight modification on one Sir Delos out of Texas made. It's called Nose to Nose. We use it typically as a fight modifier here during our intervals. Essentially what happens is, the kind of theory behind it, the idea behind it is to get disengagement practice, essentially. So what will happen is you'll line up with your partner, and from there you both touch shields, get nice and close. Florentine will show you how to do in a second. You get nice and close, and then you choose someone to go first. So in this instance, I'm going to go first. And Thrash is not allowed to attack until I make contact with him. We can move around and all that good stuff. As soon as I make contact, it becomes a normal fight. So you can stay here if you want, you can disengage, anything like that. So we'll show you a quick round of it. It's pretty simple. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to start in this instance. So that's another thing. It's just a fight modifier, so if I get a shot, he's still dead. So Thrash will start this time. So that's pretty much how it goes. Okay guys, so now we're going to show you the Florentine half of this. There's a couple of weird parts about this. Being in this close range with Florentine really comes down a lot to how you like your stance, what kind of stance you use against various things. But you got to remember, when you're choosing your position, the intent is you're in a very close range and you're working on disengaging or attacking at that close range. With Florentine, you don't always get a nice coherent position out of that, unfortunately. So first I'm going to show you how I do Florentine on board. I kind of do it by your basic Florentine on board kind of cross guard and then bring it in. So Thrash, you want to get in position? Back up a little bit. Yeah, so if Thrash is in position like this, my typical way to fight Thrash is I like to do that kind of typical Florentine cross guard. So I'm just going to bring it in from there. And you know, I may be in his sword, or I may be like touching his shield, but you still, like, I like to put my pommel on his shield. That's what I consider close. So you get in there. Thrash, I'm going to go first this round. So get in. We can move and stuff, and then you know, we can do that. Next, I'm going to show you Florentine on Florentine. Like I said, this is going to look like a mess. We're still working through this, so if any of you guys have a better way to do this, essentially, back up a little bit, Thrash. Get in your stance, your Florentine stance. So Thrash likes to fight Florentine, be Florentine, kind of this stance, and I take a kind of different stance where I'm both like this. So when we come together to the nasty closing range, like, it's kind of freaking awkward. So what we kind of want to do is just get in the idea of a closing range, like standing still, then put your swords up how you think you'd be, because you know, there's a lot of randomness to this. And then once you're in that, you'll choose someone who goes first. Thrash, you can go first, and then go. And there it is. One more thing I want to point out is that mention of a fight modifier. Delos does this as like kind of a consistent drill. When we're doing it as part of intervals, we have that, you know, that continual fight going on.
So in theory, if we didn't kill each other in the first shot, we'd still keep fighting until there was a winner and loser.
Exactly, and it just become a normal fight. So that's it, guys. Peace.